Hi, lovely Virgos. How is my Virgo fam doing? How was your experimental May? I have a feeling it was both thrilling and disappointing to you in a way. I don't know why I say that, but okay, I wrote down a note for you guys before I even start conversation. I wrote a note down for you guys about what I'm feeling coming up for you in June. And one of the things that's coming up for me is that, okay, you guys feel this burden to find balance in life. Like you want to be very consistent with work and very consistent with showing up for the people you love. You want to do it all, basically. And you want to do it to the best of your ability. You know, you're not taking any shortcuts, and you're not doing it half-assed. And sometimes that feels very lonely. But another thing that comes up when you do that level of work where you are pushing yourself to constantly find balance and constantly do everything to the letter is that, are you saying what you really need to the people that you love? Are you really doing what makes you happy? Or are you just striving for that perfect balance that you always want? You know? And I feel like in June, you're going to have to kind of address that a little bit, because I get it, believe me. Like I said, I have a Virgo moon, and I get wanting to do things well 100% of the time, and to have that balance and to be like, yep, checking all the boxes off. That way I know that I'm doing right by the people I love, I'm doing right by the work that I'm doing, and I'm doing right in the external world. But what about here? Because you guys, Virgos, you guys are heart-centered people. Yeah, there's that work. Eight of Pentacles popped out. You know, you're here. You have been chipping away at stuff consistently for months. I mean, this is what you're good at this. You can do this. You know, you have this tool set of working and getting it done. Hell yeah, you do. And I think a lot of you are going to be feeling like you're one of the few people who's actually getting things done in June. And what is everybody else doing? What are they all doing? Yep, King of Pentacles popped out. You know, there you are again. You know, you have this narrative of who you need to be right here. And you're feeling, I think you're starting to feel a little trapped by it. And I've been saying this for the month of June. You know, the sun is in Gemini, which is the communicative sign. It's a communicative energy. And in June, it's all about the truth coming out. It's all about everybody kind of expressing what's going on. And I think for you, it's similar to Aries, actually. I was telling Aries this. You have been kind of locking away some really deep, dark needs. Oh my gosh, here we go again. The Pentacles energy is very strong here. And here you are. You're holding onto your resources. You're checking off the boxes. You're sitting there, holding yourself together, doing what you need to get done. But you're starting to feel like a little worn down. You're starting to feel cynical, even, I would say. There's a cynicism that I'm picking up from you guys. And it's coming from the fact that you're putting so much pressure on yourself to just do things perfectly all the time. And it's causing you to feel like you can't just be that heart-centered Virgo that I know you are. You know, like when you guys are feeling that free-flowingness where you can just be yourselves, you guys are the most giving people in the world. You show up for the people you love, and you make sure they're doing okay, and you check in, and you communicate, and you're very good. But there's something going on here where you are feeling like you are locked away, and you are stuck, and you don't, and it's starting to, and it's kind of snuck up on you, I think, over the last couple of months. Like, you have been doing really good, you've been doing all this progress, you've been doing a lot of inner work. You, like I said, I keep saying it, but you've been checking off the boxes, and somehow you've ended up feeling really landlocked. And like your emotional side is just hasn't been served, even though everything else has been served. Am I right, Virgo? I mean, what's going on here? Ah, here we go. Queen of Cups popped up. Yeah. This is that emotional heart center. I feel like some of you have some watery signs in your life that you need to reconnect with. I think also you need to connect with this part of yourself. There's some things you need to express. There are some things you need to enjoy. I mean, the Queen of Cups is all about the beauty of life, and is all about enjoying the emotional side of life. It's all about enjoying the beauty of that emotional core. And there's this communing that needs to happen. That's your ticket out of here. And I think some of you might even have a specific person you really need to speak with. Oh my gosh, you guys, 5 of Pentacles came out. Yeah, something is making you feel less than. You're feeling poor, and it's to me, you know, you're feeling poor spiritually, emotionally. You're feeling drained. You know, you're feeling locked out of the beauty of things in a way, and it's making you feel like you can't be here. You know, and that exhaustion is valid, you guys. It's completely valid. You really should pay attention to it, because, like I said, June is a month of truth, and I think some of you have just not been expressing your needs to the people around you at all. Like, you have just been kind of going and getting it done and sticking the long course and just being like, I'm just going to get it done. I'm just going to get it done because I have to. But there's a shift here, and I'm happy about this. So 3 of Cups came out. So see, there's this funny thing going on. This is what you want. You guys want to be communing with your friends. You want to be feeling emotionally fulfilled. I think a lot of you just want to relax a little bit. You know, you are so good at working. You are so good at showing up. You need to have a little bit of fun and levity. And I think, you know, near the end of this month, it's going to start to happen for you. As long as you don't block yourself, you know, because you're very good at doing that too, in the name of getting things done. You know, there's something here. I mean, I think a lot of you, you're cynical about romance. You're cynical about it. You're just like, no, I'm done. I'm just going to work. I'm just going to work. I'm just going to keep doing my thing. Why even bother? And that is why it's going to start showing up in these forms of exhaustion and in these forms of kind of forcing you to look at that work habit. I get it. Ace of Wands. But yeah, as soon as you make such a grandiose statement about how you're going to work and you don't have to have love and you don't need it, and that is when it's going to start showing up, and it's going to start demanding of you that you look at that. This exhaustion right here, this feeling of poorness, of poverty in your emotional world, it isn't going to last for long. Because one of the things I talk about is when you experience burnout and you experience that surrender where it's like you can't fight the process any longer, that's when things start to move. That is when things start to click into place, and that is when you get that renewed energy, is when you've really hit your bottom line. You've really hit the last level of what you can deal with. You know, you're just like, I can't keep working this way. I can't keep believing in anything anymore. I give up. I'm just going to go take a day out of the office and just not show up for that party that I thought I needed to go to because I just need to rest. Or maybe you do want to go to the party, or go to the party instead of sitting at home and doing your laundry and getting all that stuff done, you know, just being a little frivolous. That's when the movement starts to happen, is what I'm getting at. And there's movement here. There is something shifting you out of this cynical, harsh environment that you've been kind of putting yourself in. This really, yeah, you have just been obsessed with work and money and getting your things done. And that is not going to stand for long. In fact, I mean, you have some personalities coming in this month, you guys. King of Swords, woo! And here's that truth bearer, right? Here's somebody who will call you out for anything and everything. I think some of you have some personalities here that you need to connect with. This is much more emotionally fulfilling whenever this is going on. This one is somebody who will be calling you out. And honestly, this energy too, it's not just a person. This is that shift. This is that shift where you are going to be forced. Like, not even forced, that's not the right word. You're going to have burnout this month. And you are going to really feel cynical, and you are going to kind of snap. And in that snapping, something new energetically is coming in and really changing the dynamic here in June. And it is swift and furious. This might be a new opportunity. It might be a new personality coming in. It might be a new set of friends or a new living situation or a new work situation, because this is the final card I'm drawing for the initial spread. This is positive work energy right here. And I think a lot of you are kind of going to go through an entire little cycle. I mean, when you look back at the month of June, I think what you'll find is you start off working hard, everything's good, like this is positive energy, this is working hard and getting it done and making a lot of progress, but kind of doing it on your own. And, so you start there and you end here, working with others, communing with others, sharing with others, feeling that you can once again be a part of a team rather than being this feeling of like the fact that you're the only one showing up for the party or you're the only one showing up for the hard work. And that's kind of what I'm picking up with you guys. Like there's this sense of like, why isn't anybody else working as hard as me? Why isn't anybody else putting in the hours that I'm putting in? Why is everybody being so frivolous? Why is everybody wanting to talk about relationships when I know that I just need to get this done? You're going to come full circle, and I think a lot of you are going to find that your faith is a little bit renewed, just in general, in the whole process of things. I do also think there's going to be some key friendships here, and I think you might have like a straight talker friend right here. There are going to be some friendships here that are really going to help you, and there's a new opportunity on the horizon, you guys. It could be love, and it could be work. I mean, 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. You are going to be feeling a lot more social by the end of the month. And like I said, it's going to ease some of that cynicism you've been feeling. Because I know you guys. This is a burnout month. It's not always fun. Life sometimes just hands you that burnout moment where you have to just take a seat and let it roll through. It's there to teach you something, though. It's there to bring in, like I said, I keep talking about it, but it's there to bring in this higher energy. It's there to bring in this really intensive kind of lightning fast fire and air energy that's really going to communicate something to you and freshen things up. But it's going to demand of you that you change something too. It's going to demand of you that you walk away from something. And it's really funny, I said that 8 of Swords popped out of my Cosmic Tarot. This is my clarifying card for the end of the reading. This is about walking away from something, and this is also a card about blindness and not really knowing and not really seeing. You might feel you have this resistance going on here with this process because you think that you have the answers, and you think that you think you found in this working, in this holding on to your resources, and in this working, you think you found the answer to all your problems and that you can just work your way through them. But in fact, you have to kind of realize, the burnout is how you're going to realize that that's not the only answer, and that there are other elements of your life there are people that want to come in and help you. There are people that want to come in and work with you. There are people that are on your same level. And if you let them in, you're going to get out of this energy, this kind of blind, lonely, exhausted energy that I'm picking up for you for this month. And like I said, it's just kind of like you're going to snap. You guys can get so tense. You get yourself so tensed up about things. You freak yourself out about things. You get cynical about them. You do. I know you do. I see you, Virgo. I know you get tense about things. I know you get cynical about things. But here, okay, I pulled another clarifier because I didn't want to end with the 8 of Swords. Temperance came out. Now that is what we want. Here's balance at its finest. Here is fulfillment at its finest. This is exactly the transition you're going to be going through. You're going to be going from the shadow landscape of feeling burnout and exhaustion and blind and like, okay, what the hell? I'm doing what I should be doing. Why do I feel like this? To feeling grounded again, to feeling that you can create magic in your life, that you can create balance. I started off by talking about balance. For you guys, you need to find balance again with your emotive side, with your teamwork side, with the side of you that is open and giving and caring, and that's for you. Like, you guys are very hard on yourselves. You're very hard on yourselves, and you have very high standards and very exacting standards for everything that you need to do. And that is where you're running into problems, because nobody else is keeping score. Nobody else is sitting there thinking about you and has a little checklist written up where they're like, oh, you're doing good in life, so A+ for you, you're okay. Nobody's doing that. You're the one who's doing it to yourself. And it's not doing you any good. It's closing you down, and it's stopping you from connecting with people around you. And it's kind of like you're going to get that refresh where you see with fresh eyes and fresh energy. It's really good. And so for those of you looking for love, for those of you looking for somebody to come in, there is that energy. There is that energy. But it's going to require you releasing a little bit of that control. It's going to require you releasing a little bit of that desire to have a perfect track record with everything. And that is difficult. It can be difficult, but this is an eye-opening month for you guys. This is it's the reset button month. That's what I would say. We are hitting your reset button so that you can kind of come out of this space you've been in for a little while and feel the refresh and feel the breath of fresh air. And that is going to set you up for a much nicer summer. And I think once summer hits, that's when you're going to get back into that Fool energy of kind of being fresh-hearted and light-hearted and open-hearted. And that's wonderful, Virgo, because when you guys are feeling open-hearted and fresh and lovely like that, you are wonderful people. You support your friends and family, and you do a great job of it. And you have such a wonderful, loving heart to give. And that's the thing. You guys are amazing partners. Amazing partners. But, you can only do that work if you've taken care of yourself. And I've been saying this for all the videos, because it's true for everybody. The North Node of the Moon is going into Leo. It went into Leo in May, actually. Excuse me. Went into Leo in May, and it's going to be there for a while. All the way until, I believe, 2018. End of 2018. So this is about the individual taking care of themselves, first and foremost. Therefore, helping the rest of society. And that is definitely a theme for you this month. You have to take care of yourself, or you will not be there for anybody else, and you're definitely not going to be there for yourself. So with that being said, I really do think this is kind of a new chapter for you. So take a deep breath. Don't get frustrated with yourself this month, because I really do believe that it's going to improve, and you are going to feel kind of like your blinders have been taken off and you're starting on a fresh journey. Now, a couple things before I end this video. I'm still working with Pink Moon 422. She's amazing, amazing jewelry designer. She made me this pink jasper necklace. Is it not amazingly gorgeous? Oh, I love it. And she is giving you guys a discount code at her shop. It's Sarah Tarot. I'm going to leave her shop and the 15% discount code below. Please check her out. She does amazing work. She is just the best. I love her to death. And I will also leave my email on my website below. Please get in touch with me. I would love to do a reading with you and work with you one-on-one, or if you have just questions for me about how I do those or anything about this coming month. I think it's going to be an amazing June. Sometimes we just have to have burnout to come back, rise from the ashes like a phoenix. So I love you, Virgos. I really do. And just don't be so hard on yourselves. It's okay. Give yourself a break. I give you permission. All right, I will see you in July. I think this June is going to be amazing. Love you bunches.